set it up probably in Mr. Murray's room at lunch, so go there since it's going to probably be raining still or really wet. Yeah, do you have announcements? Yeah.
Wilderness Club has organized a trip to Yosemite for President's Day weekend, which is not this weekend, but the following weekend. And I need to make final arrangements for the lodging on that trip in the next about 24 hours. So if you have signed up for that trip, I'd like you to show up in my room, room 20 today at the end of lunch at about 10 of 12. If you can't make it, be sure and check in with me today so I don't cancel you out. And if there are still spaces available on that trip, so if there's anyone that still thinks they might be interested, you're also certainly welcome to come today at lunch, my room, end of lunch, period, my room.
I've always liked cats. Like every child of my age, I begged my parents to get a cat. When I was 11, my parents finally agreed. I was overjoyed that not only did they agree to get one cat, but they got two. At first, I was perfectly happy and constantly played with them. It was particularly interesting when I got to introduce them to the mirror. It was then when I noticed my eyes would start itching whenever I got close to one of the cats. I found that I had allergies that had somehow developed over time. I decided to close the door of my room as a temporary solution to avoid my allergies, even if it meant seating myself in my room during the day. I wouldn't even have to deal with my parents nagging me at all. Obviously, my parents wouldn't let that be a permanent solution. Unfortunately, my cats were naturally curious, so they would start scratching on my door whenever they got bored, which was pretty much when no one else was actually awake. And then, I still got no sleep. After that, my parents were even considering returning the cats. To me, that was not an option. I searched for some other possible solution and found that constant exposure to cats could reduce allergic reaction over time. I did just that and played with the cats several times a day. It was like being sick for a really long time. Even if I did lose a couple months of sleep and sneeze every few seconds, it was definitely still worth it. In the end, I realized that you have to make sacrifices for what you want, even if it's something as trivial as a cat.
I'll be reciting Dancers Exercising by Amy Clampett. Frame within frame. The evolving conversation is dance-like, as though two could play at improvising snowflakes' 6 feather-veined evanescence, no two ever alike. All process and no arrival. The happier we are, the less there is for memory to take hold of, or memory being so largely a predilection for the exceptional, come to a halt in front of. But finding, one evening, on a street not quite familiar, inside a gated November sodden garden, a building of uncertain provenance, peering into whose vestibule we were arrested, a frame within a frame, a lozenge of impeccable clarity. By the reflection, no, not of our two selves, but of dancers, exercising in a mirror. At the center of that clarity, what we found was not stillness, but movement, the perfection of memory consisting, it would seem, in the never to be completed. We saw them, mirroring themselves, never guessing the vestibule that defined them, frame within frame, contained 2 other mirrors.
Two Guitars by Victor Hernandez Cruz. 2 guitars were left in a room all alone. They sat on different corners of the parlor. In this solitude, they started talking to each other. My strings are tight and full of tears. The man who plays me has no heart. I have seen it leave out of his mouth. I have seen it melt out of his eyes. It dives into the pores of the earth. When they squeeze me tight, I bring down the angels who live off the chorus. The trio singing loosen organs with melodious screwdrivers. Sentiments come off the hinges. Because a song is a mountain put into words. And landscape is the feeling that enters something so big in the harmony. We are always in danger of blowing up with passion. The other guitar. In 1944 New York, when the trio Los Panchos started, with Mexican and Puerto Rican birds, I am the one that one of them held tight, like a woman. Their throat, gardenia gardens, an airport for dreams. I've been in theaters and cabarets. I played in an apartment on 102nd Street. After baptism, pregnant with women. The men flirted and were offered chicken soup. Echoes came from the hallways as if from caves. Somebody's opening the door now. The two guitars hushed, and there was a resonance left in the air, like what is left by the last chord of a bolero.
I'm a tennis player, I'm a tennis player, hit it. I ain't nothing but a tennis player, boy. Here are the reasons why you should join the tennis team. You can work your way up the chain and pro tennis is your dream. After a few matches, you'll get used to the sport. Don't be afraid, because we're not your dorks. Tennis player, that's what I wanna be. Oh, unlike golf, we don't need to put our balls on a tee. I am the net and now I'll be right back. Oh, get me a bagel, cause I need a snack. Tennis player, I'll watch my match from playing on my knees. Oh, by the way, is there any cream cheese? Tennis player, lacrosse is fun, but that ain't gonna earn you fame. Lacrosse, come on, they don't even play in the Olympic Games. But on the other hand, tennis is so cool. Don't make the mistake of swimming in a pool. Oh, tennis player, yeah, I play a real sport. Oh, football is an option that they don't have here at York. I won my match, so now I'll be right back. Oh, where is my bagel? Cause I need a snack. Tennis player, I'll watch your match while praying on my knees. Oh, by the way, where is that cream cheese? Tennis player. Still deciding on a sport, then come play tennis. And we don't have practice day for the training.
Alright, so Jet's meeting tomorrow, Mr. Johnson's room at lunch. We'll be finalizing the competition date and dividing up scenarios.
Girls soccer had a game on Tuesday against Anzar, and we beat them 3-2, 2-1, 2-1, and Claire scored both goals. And today we have a game at home versus Trinity. It's at 3:30, so girls get out of class at 2:25.
We have an MUN meeting tomorrow, so the 15 of you that signed up for BIMA needs to be there at the meeting in the Spanish room so we can go over committee selections. So be there by like 5 minutes after lunch starts. And also, golf starts Monday at 3, so bring your golf clubs if you're interested in joining and you're not in a winter sport. Our coach will pick you up at the front of the school to take you to Laguna Seca. And if you are thinking of a sport, if you can walk and play mini golf, golf is the sport for you.
All right, York Guys Soccer has a game tomorrow here against Greenfield. Show up, show your support. Thank you.
So tomorrow there's going to be a Key Club meeting in room 4, and we're going to be making the roses out of book pages for the auction. So even if you're not in Key Club and you're like, hey, I want to make roses out of book pages, you can come. We'll teach you how to do it. So tomorrow at lunch, room 4. Thank you.
On the note of sports, if you have not signed up for your sport, you need to go online, york.org, and fill out the form for spring sports so that we can get tallies for each team on who is on the team, how many suits to order, etc. Also, don't join lacrosse, golf, tennis. You're better than that. Join swimming. Come on. Yeah. There is a rumor going around that people are very uncomfortable about wearing a Speedo during swim practice. It's not mandatory, people. I mean, we can't force you to wear something. And there's no body shame either. So please don't interpret us as like really big jerks and like people who are going to shame you for the way that you look. We're not like that at all. Right.
Just because it's faster here, Robotics, we are going to Carmel today, so yeah, drive over after school.
So the 8th grade is having a bake sale tomorrow.
Yeah, and if it's not raining, it'll be in the quad, and if it is raining, which it might, it'll be under some roof. It's either going to be, thank you. It's either going to be like in the Commons or in front of the French room. So come buy some food. Yay!
Buy stuff.
Ice planters under the picnic tables by the science building today unless it's raining.
Oh, okay, so juniors are going to be selling pizza again tomorrow for $2 a slice.
There's one person, I'm not going to say the name of course, but who owes me IOUs, so I'll find you. And also today, Props Backstage will be meeting today during Health and Fitness.
So please tell your health and fitness instructor that you're not going to be able to attend.
Yeah, and we'll be meeting at the theater door next to the lockers. Thank you.
Okay, so if you actually turned in an application to the Aquarium, please come and find one of us.
It's really important for us to get a number in case the person in charge asks. We would like to give them an answer. Also, I want to make this an announcement as kind of an early heads up to let you all know that it's almost time for the blood drive here at York. It will be on Tuesday, February 25th. I'll be giving out more information and reminding everyone over the next couple weeks. I encourage everyone 17 and older to donate. If you're 16, that's cool too. You just need parental consent, and I have permission slips for that. If you have any questions or are interested in donating, come find either me or Mary Joplin. Thank you.
I'm still collecting your donations of jeans of all sizes for Teens for Jeans. You can put your donations in Miss Goodwin's office in the book. Thank you.
Just a heads up, the 9th grade is hosting the Valentines Dance next Friday.
It's going to be really fun, so get ready.